Oftentimes, as you are here in these physical bodies, you don't even realize that that part of your creation is happening, because in your human body, most of you are only wanting to take score about what is already manifested. So you're willing to talk about the creation of a relationship, or the creation of an empire, or the creation of a physical condition. Sometimes you're willing to do that. But it is a rare one of you who understands the creation that is going on a vibrational level that precedes all manifestation. And that's the creation that we mostly want to talk about today. You are offering vibration because you are focusing. You can't not focus. And in every moment that you are focusing, whether you are reminiscing about the past, whether you are exploring something in your present, or whether you are speculating into the future, every time you focus, you establish a vibrational frequency that is creative in nature. Most of all, it's attractive in nature. And by that we mean you send out these vibrations that are being responded to by a universal manager that we are calling law of attraction. And law of attraction brings back to you, gives you constant feedback of that which you are emanating vibrationally. Now, oftentimes you're emanating stuff all over the place. You say, I want this, which is an emanation of a vibration. But then you offer an equal, proportionate, sometimes greater counter vibration that says, but it's not here, or I can't figure out how to do it. A lot of times the negative emotion you feel feels like it's someone else's doing. They're doing that to me. Esther made a reservation at one of the places that they like to park their bus in the Boston vicinity. Makes them months in advance and specifically requests specific places to be, because they have a really big bus. It's long and it's tall and it wants 50 amps. They tried it once on 30 amps and it freaked out. In the night, all of the breakers went boom, 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 boom. They thought they were being assaulted by machine gun fire. And then 14 things never worked again. And while they have all been repaired, now they are back in the same place. And the woman says, we only have a 30 amp site for you. And Esther said, I want to hurt you. Well, it's a knee-jerk reaction. When someone hurts you, don't you want to hurt them back? And doesn't it feel like it's somebody else's fault? And Esther said, seriously, I would have never, ever, ever agreed to that, because we've had experiences in this park with 30 amps. And the woman said, well, we record every phone call. And Esther said, that's good for me, because I know that I requested with great specifics a 50 amp site. And so they dug up the recording. It was really interesting, because in 14 different ways, Esther specifically acknowledged how important it was that they have 50 amps. But in one small, unheard by Esther sentence, the woman had said, sometimes we cannot guarantee, because someone may get there before you do and take the power from your pole. Only she didn't say it in that much specifics. She just said, well, I've got you on a 50 amp site and blah, 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 blah. And when Esther listened back to it, she could see how the woman was confirming her rightness with the same recording that Esther was confirming her rightness. How can we both know that we're right? Now, what we're getting at is, so Everything is always working out for you. And that's the thing. If we could just zap you with that, we would. We want you to know that things are working out for you. No matter how they seem, they are working out for you. It's working out for you. And as you relax and trust and yield to the benefit that is there for you, we want you to know that as you just relax and breathe and meditate and make lists of positive aspects and just do some simple things, not big hard things, just some simple things with a now conscious realization of the vortex and a willingness to go there if you can and stay there longer when you go. Just that simple new decision will cause you to relax and allow your self-discovery of so many of the wonderful things that are in the vortex. And here's the piece of this that feels so good. What's missing in your self-awareness right now is a feeling of worthiness. And you're not alone in that. A lot of people are there. And what's going to restore that worthiness to you is you finding yourself in the vortex where you're allowing the universe to yield to you so much that you've been asking for. Because when the universe yields what you're asking for, doesn't that feel worthy? In other words, when something that you want occurs to you or happens to you, doesn't it just bathe you in new warmth? Isn't it like a warm blanket of well-being just wrapping around you see? But you can't get there in the way that you try to get there. So what we're saying is just with some of these simple things of just trying to get into the vortex, and then once in there, the self-discovery of so much of you've been looking for is going to give you this feeling of confidence and worthiness and alignment all rolled into one. The words don't even matter. It's just going to be this feeling of well-being that you have been seeking, that you are deserving, that is huge. It's like waking up from a dream and just catching the tail end of it. And if you can catch the tail end of it and focus on it, then it will unfold into a dream that Esther could take all day long telling Jerry the dream she had last night. If she can get hold of it, he tries to distract her so she doesn't get hold of a piece of it because it can be very, 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 very detailed. It's the same sort of thing. Get into the vortex and let it unfold for you.